Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Ginny Baro. How do you know when it's time to reset? How do you know when it's time to take some time for yourself and strategize about what you're doing? I know I reached out to my assistant this week and I said, can you please set aside a VIP day for myself? I want to be able to have some thinking time where I simply sit down and I look at what's going on with me, look to see what are my priorities, look to see where I want to focus my energy. What is the importance of setting aside time to do strategic thinking? When we are constantly running from one activity to the next, checking the calendar, back to back meetings, it's constant turmoil. It's really difficult for us to center ourselves around what are my main goals and priorities, and how can I make sure that by the end of the middle of the year, or by the end of the year, or by whatever the period is, that I have not forgotten what was most meaningful in terms of my biggest strategic objectives for the business. This applies to you whether you're running your own business like I am, or whether you are in a role, a leadership role. It is so easy for us to get so in the weeds of the day to day that as a leader, that could be extremely dangerous. It is necessary, especially in today's environment where we are crunched for resources and we know that we just don't have enough people to do the work. So many of us are rolling up our sleeves and actually doing the work that we typically wouldn't do because we're short staffed. I understand that. And even though that may be the case, it's so important to become self-aware of what is it that I need to do to make sure that the team and that we are going to accomplish our main objectives this quarter, this half year, this entire year. And so, my friends, what would it look like for you to set aside a VIP day for yourself? A day where you can plan out what are the most important things I need to focus on, and to start thinking through what am I currently doing in those areas. And you may surprise yourself. You may realize that you are doing everything you're supposed to be doing as it relates to your priorities. However, you may also learn that you have been spending more time putting out fires than you have focusing on the needle movers of your business, the needle movers of the activities within your team that are going to improve the future, that are going to make a significant difference for your clients, for your products, and your services. And the only way that you can find that out is by creating the space to do it, creating that structure that's going to support you to have that quiet time, that thinking time. And many of you may already be doing something like this. I know some of my clients already set aside time throughout their week to kind of just think through, what am I currently doing? What should I be focusing on? And if you're not currently doing that, I highly recommend that you do. I have been so busy with all the things that are coming at me in a positive way. I'm not complaining in any way, that it has been very difficult lately to even stop to think. And so I have been going from event to event, from activity to activity. And this morning, I literally said to myself, Ginny, you have to create the space to do this intentionally. I've shared with you that I get inspired to shoot these trainings by what's happening with me, by what's happening with my clients. And because this was so alive in me today, I thought that I would shoot this quick training video and invite you to also create that structure that will support you in identifying the critical areas that you want to focus on this year before it's too late. And what happens when I do that is that I'm able to also spend some time checking off things that I've not been able to tackle. And so in this day that I plan to have, this VIP day, I'm going to do some strategic thinking around, where am I going with the business? What are the key things that I need to be focusing on? What am I doing about those things so I can do my own self-assessment? And then think about, what are the things that I haven't really tackled yet that would be significant in my business in order for the team, in order for the business to grow. That exercise is going to be extremely valuable for you. And I'm sure it's going to be extremely valuable for me. So this is what I would like to encourage you to do today. And if this serves you in any way, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you and see how you're going to apply this little strategy to move forward and ensure that by the end of the year, you don't look back and say, geez, what happened? I completely did not go after what I really needed to go after. And instead, I focused and wasted a lot of time on the little things that were not really significant and strategically would move me in the right direction. All right. So I hope this supports you. If you need to connect with me about leadership coaching, career strategy, if you need to bring me to one of your events to speak, I would love to do that. You can always find me at callwithginny.com. And if you are listening to this training before July 10th, 2023, we are hosting the Women's Fearless Leaders Challenge. It is my favorite free leadership training that exposes you to working with me, to working with these wonderful women that will be joining the training, and where you are going to take your leadership skills to a whole new level in only 5 hours. We'll be meeting for a week, only 1 hour during lunchtime. And if it's anything like we've had in the last years, you can see on the landing page, fearlessleaderschallenge.com, all the testimonials from the wonderful members who have gotten so much value from this training. And it's 100% free. So go ahead and save your VIP seat at fearlessleaderschallenge.com. I'll see you soon.